and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Christmas morning, Christmas day. It's still morning just about here. Happy Christmas wherever you are and whatever you're doing today. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please ring the bell for a notification, and that will let you know when I upload a video next. I'm not sure when the next one is planned for. We'll wait and see. Some may be scheduled and some may be just already ready to go. I can't remember. All right, this morning has been, well, it's Christmas morning, so Sophie woke up and then got snarky with her iPad because, I don't know, it was not plugged in or something. Grumpy, and I thought, oh dear. And we exchanged our Christmas presents. They got me a clip and I got some, look. Now, who's more excited about these? I know, I'm more excited for the tin than the biscuits. But they saw it and it was like, oh, we've got to get that for Mummy. So, all kinds of awesome. I have my family well trained. And it's a cute tin. And it's just, yeah. The biscuits are not quite right. The biscuits, they don't have real butter. Oh, these ones do. No, they also have palm oil. Palm oil's a bit dodgy in biscuits. Anyway. So yeah, a call went out on my rescue app saying that there was a wombat joey to be collected. So Sophie and I hightailed it out to go and get a 2-kilo wombat, a little potato, big potato maybe. But yeah, a little wombat. And then I got a phone call from a carer, and she was coming from one side of the state. And yeah, we met halfway and exchanged, and I got to sit with this little potato on my lap in a pouch while it just settled down. And yeah, he was just awesome. And it was really nice for Christmas morning. My very first wombat rescue, and well, it wasn't even a rescue from a pouch. It was somebody who had seen it wandering around its mother, who had been hit on the road coming down from the north of the state yesterday. So yeah, all kinds of awesome. And this carer will rehabilitate this wombat and send him out into the wild, which is all kinds of cool, and the circle of life and the circle of why I do my rescue and everything else. So yeah, all kinds of awesome. Yes, pattern catch up. Let me show you what I have been up to. Now, I did show you this in the beginning. This is the Black Needle Society's Christmas stitch, and I showed you up until there. Okay, but look, I've got boxes now. I actually had to frog the boxes all down this side because I'd miscounted by 3 stitches. So I took out all my hatching. These are all correct. But look, I've got days 6, up to day 6. I'm in the middle of this one, which is just a dark green at the moment, or a tealy kind of green. So yeah, that's day 6. It's going to be a big one. It's probably all, well, I say all I'm going to do today. I don't know how much I'm going to do today. But yeah, isn't it gorgeous? I don't know if I will, this at least 12,000 stitches up to day 24. So I've done 5,000. This is about 5,000. So I'm only halfway through. It would take me a full week of everyday stitching to do this, and it's after Christmas. So what I might do is put this away and do this next Christmas, continue on. So I might finish this patch and maybe do Christmas Day, depending on how big that patch was when it gets released, and keep this for Christmas projects in the future. Or at least next year, because each stamp itself is like a daily stitch, you know, and really achievable. Now, the other thing I was going to show you is do different. I remember mentioning it to you yesterday, because I am using Silks4u floss for this. Now, I will show you some things at the end, but I thought I'd show you the stitch first. So do different is huge. It's a long dog sampler. Okay, look at it. It's nearly a yard wide, and what I have chosen to do, so my blank color, or my main color, is purple. We got the 2 hanks in Black Needle Society nice list box last year for Christmas Day, and it was like, oh my goodness, this is why I keep telling you long dogs are perfect for Silks4u silk. They're just the bee's knees. So I've done a variegated for this one up here. I've done a Verswa red for the words, like the red letters in the Bible that you get. Now, it is a Proverbs quote, so it's not a red letters. It's not the words of Jesus, which is what a red letter Bible is. But so what I have then chosen to do is do all of the animals in as far as possible in pink, and all of the plants in the variegation that coordinates with the hank that I have. And then down there, I've just traced the outline, and ta-da! That is the entirety. It did meet up. I think I had done half stitches all the way to make sure it met up, and there was a couple of hiccups and that kind of thing in it. It's nerve-wracking getting it to meet up when it's so huge, but it's been an absolutely gorgeous stitch. Stitching with the floss is just amazing. The fabric is Mystic Fabrics. It's a half yard from Misty. It's called Olympia. It's a neutral, as you can see. It's a neutral, but it kind of gives that kind of coffee brown mottle to it. So it gives the fabric its own kind of life. Okay, I have more to show you of that at the end. All right, recap. Day 1. If you have been with me, you have seen these in a bit more detail. Day 1, we got a gorgeous variegation, and it has the number 1 on it. And in fairness, we didn't know what was coming. Day 2 was a little bit different. And day 2 was this. Oops. Get off. Get off. This gorgeous little bobbin, balsa wood, with some ribbon on it, the colour coordinated. Spoilers. Then we got, on day 3, some needle minders. And the needle minders are little flowers. And again, spoilers. Day 4, we got the big spoiler. We got the Biscornu. Let's see if I can do this again. We got the Biscornu, and it came with a pin and 2 flowers. The flowers pull it in to make it more of a pin cushion, but we got our first pin for the pin cushion. Day 5, we got spoilers. Day 5, we got the scissor fob. We haven't got a scissors yet. Day 6 was the scissors. And it's got birds and it's got flowers. And again, the flowers are the same daisy shapes as everything else. Okay. Day 5. Day 6, we got some floss. Now, I can't remember which bag it was, but it was one of these. I think it was this one. Maybe. Let me see. Yeah. I think I've got these muddled up because I don't think there were 2 yellows in it. But what I have done is kept these together. Anyway, so day 6, we got some floss. Now, some of these flosses made sense with the pattern because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. And these are 2. 9 is not needed. 2 is. Oops. 2 is. 6 is not needed, but 3 is needed. Oops. Okay. Dropping all the heavy things. 2 is needed, 3 is needed. So those colours go into it, and then these were like extras to do with what you wish. And then day 7, I think was this. No, I'm not sure. No, yeah, day 7 was the other pattern. Anyway, one of the other days we got more floss. Oh, awesome, Sophie. Good job. I like this. Day 7 were these, give or take. So these are number 8, number 7, and number 4. These are all in the Biscornu pattern. Okay, so you've got a complete pattern. You've got the scissor fob with the scissors, and everything just works. Okay, you've got the extra floss, and then day 8 we got this pattern here. And it came with the floss that you need, the variegated, and they even gave you a sample of their PR122 that was also required. I mean, Joe, Jamie and Maddie have just hit this out of the park. The next day we got this. It's not numbered, it's not named, but it's orange, and this one is just going to be a little bit stubborn because it's joined at the top. Okay, but you could twist it, hank it, do what you want. Yesterday we got blown out of the park. Yesterday we got a hank. A full hank. So I've twisted it up and it will hang like that. Alright. Day 12 is this. Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. 25th of December. But first, I'm going to show you these. When I mentioned about having the hanks, somebody asked if I would do a tutorial on them, and I said I use Silks4u and I plait them and I cut them at the bottom. Okay, they're looking a bit ratty and straggly at the moment, but they're plaited and they're not tangling. That is the main thing. I do this with all of my floss. I even do it with my Lanart kit, which is only comprising of maybe 2 threads potentially. So I've tied it with the loose twine that comes with it that separates the hanks up at the top. I've put it through a jump ring, or whatever you want to call these rings. There's my Alvera Soie red. That is number 916. So the variegation and the purple are what came in the Black Needle Society box last year, and they colour coordinate, so I used them. This one I think might be a Brandy Be Stitch Me silk, and this one is another. This one might be, I have the bag, it might be either PR131 or it might be from the seasonal pack SCM001. I can't remember. So that's what I do with my yarn. Okay, you could equally put the yarn, the yarn that it comes with for separating the hanks, you could easily put that through where the jump ring is as well, so that you have a particular holding kind of hoop or hook or something like that as well. I don't like using drops normally, but because this is so big, I actually go to the end of a thread and continue on from there. With the variegation, I cut it in the middle of a colour so that when I continue, I marry up the end that I've finished on and continue on, so that the colour just blends back and forth wherever it goes. Okay, so that's what I do with that, and you've seen that blend. So up here, I just started stitching. All right, and I tried to kind of stay in an area and finish, and keeping the colour reasonably consistent. Now, I've told you before, I don't do a full cross and then move on. So I would go out and I would go back, and it would blend the colours. But then when I started a new colour at the end of the previous, I would start with the colour and then merge it into the rest of the pattern. So it would zigzag around and go all over the place. And if you're really, really interested in the back, I know some people are back fanatics. My back is not tidy. But there's not much travel on these kind of things because you're literally going linear. It just works. Long dogs are just phenomenal. I have enjoyed that so much. All right. That's what I do with my hanks.
What's in there?
This is today's present.
Oh, what's in it?
I know. Go back.
Wow.
Excuse me, this thing's huge. Oh my goodness, the purple is just...
It's purple. I love purple.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Let's see the
Okay, this is a mess. It seems like a mess. Be very, very gentle with these. Keep it nice and loose when you're untangling. and look for that off color thread, okay? Because when you find it, you just do this, and there, and there is a full hank. We got 2 of these in the Black Needle Society Nice List box last year. 2 of these. These are huge. So this is a full hank. This was not a full hank. I don't know. No idea of the measurements. No idea what color this is. Alright. It looks like a right mess. Being all tangled and stuff. Again, like yesterday, you do the twists. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Getting hard. 9, 10. And let it curl on itself. Oh, it's maybe a little bit too tight, so maybe 9 is the sweet spot on this. No, I think it can go a bit more. 9. Hang on. I want to try and get the curl even and get it so that it's it goes down the middle. It's like a snake.
Yeah.
All right. Pop that one over. Give it a bit of a yank and a curl. Look at that. That's not going to tangle on you. You still have your fingers through that loop, and you can pop that on a jump ring. You can pop some thread through it. You can lock that off. Either way, you haven't taken off those hank separators when they dye them, and there you go. You can store that ready to go. It's not going to tangle in a hurry. You can throw it into your project bag and wait until you want to use it by plaiting. Oh, and yeah, if you've got these on a ring, you just stick your needle in the top here. You grab one thread, like you do any of your drops. You grab one thread, you pull, it pops out, because you've cut the bottoms and they're all free. Okay, so there you go. Happy Christmas. This is gorgeous. It's a beautiful plum.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Gorgeous cerise. I mean, the colors of these, they're just fuchsia. And then the orange. Oh, you could do a gorgeous project with that. If you've got a long dog that you've never got around to doing, pick a long dog for the year. There's always long dogs out. They're not expensive. I think they're £20 because they're British, UK. They're £20 on a PDF. They pop into Pattern Keeper and it's just like, bang, there, perfect. Put your colours where you like. I mapped mine out. So what I did was, I think I took a picture and then went into photo editor and just spray painted colours in different sections to work out what way I wanted my colours to work on, do different. And it works. I have my little plan, which is how I worked out. I want all my animals to be pink. I want my words to be red. I want my variegation to be some of the floral bits, and the rest is all to be that solid purple. You could do them mono, you could do them black, white, grey, whatever you want. You can go absolutely crazy. There are some stunning designs out there. Look on Instagram, put in the hashtag Long Dog Samplers, and yeah, just go see what other people have been doing and how they've been creative. Go onto the Long Dog page. There is a Long Dog Sampler page on Facebook. Go onto their page and you'll see photos, because the creator of Long Dog, she does these really, really bizarre posts. So there's quill and there's all kinds of funny comments, but you'll see the creations that people have come up with, and it's stunning. So yeah, enjoy that. Okay, I'm going to have a biscuit and I'm going to have a cup of tea.
I see, like this one with the salt on it.
No, it's sugar. I've got my cup of tea. I've got my biscuits.
And I got a biscuit tea. I like these.
That was a very dry biscuit. Mmm.
Yummy.
Yummy. Alright. I'm gonna go and have another swig of tea so I can say goodbye to you.
Goodbye.
All right. Let me say bye. All right. Happy Christmas from us.
Happy Christmas.
Isn't she gorgeous? And yes, she came on the rescue with me. She got to see the little wombat, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wasn't he gorgeous? Little potato. Big potato. All right. We will let you go. Please have a safe and happy Christmas. Do what you need to do with your loved ones. Ignore them. Meet them. Do whatever. I hope you have a really safe day, both health-wise and physically, mentally. Please reach out if you need to. Avoid people if you have to. But just do whatever you can to keep going until tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me for this last year, and certainly for this last 12 days of the 12 days of Silks4u. Christmas sack. It has been absolutely wonderful. Joe, Maddie, Jamie, thank you so much. I have absolutely loved that. The colours are just incredible. The patterns are beautiful. I will get around to doing them. I do have plenty of fabric to do them on. And I will get onto them pretty quickly. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye. Chew with your mouth closed, piggy. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.